Thanks, Lee. Thanks for coming out and joining us tonight. May the 4th be with you tonight here at Dozier Park. And to those of you on MILB TV, I'm with Evan Guillory, our starting pitcher yesterday, winning pitcher yesterday against West Michigan. And how you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
You're ready to go for Star Wars night, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I love Star Wars.
Yeah, I know. We're going to talk about that towards the end here because you're part of a contest later, so we're gonna tease that in a little bit. But let's jump in and talk about last night first. A win, a series win for the Chiefs last night, and you on the mound. How do you evaluate your start from last night?
I thought it went pretty well. You know, we got a team win. Obviously, I thought our hitters did a great job of responding after my fourth inning. And we scored a lot of runs, so got a good team win. What do
you do to these hitters? Because your last two starts, 12 runs in Beloit and 10 runs last night. So are you bribing these guys more than the other star? What are you doing down here?
No, they just they've been hitting the ball really well. And most of the time, I guess it just happens to be whenever I pitch, but I don't mind it at all.
Thought maybe you're buying them dinner or something, promise them hey, you guys scored 10 and dinner's on me or something like that.
I probably should do that, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you should. You played with a couple of guys that in college that played here last year. Did you get any kind of heads up from Stefan Troska or Eric Carter what you were walking into this year?
All they told me was that this is a great place to play. Fan support, the city's nice, it's a beautiful stadium. And when it warms up here, it's a beautiful weather for baseball.
Yeah, we finally got to that for a Louisiana guy. You had to enjoy your last start, I guess, more so than those first three in April.
Yeah, the first day I showed up, it snowed for like 4 hours. I'd never seen that much snow in my life, so it was weird getting adjusted to that.
You guys were having fun with Oviedo and Sejas and some of those guys on the snow, though, weren't you?
Yeah,
yeah. Just watching their Snapchats and Instagram as they had fun.
Yeah, they were loving it. Yeah.
You guys, as I've noticed here on the road, a pretty close crew with this team and in the clubhouse. And what goes into that?
I think our team just bonds really well. You spend a month together in spring training. We're all doing the same thing. We all have the same goal, and in the end, we try to be good teammates to each other.
The last few days here at home, there's been a lot of Cardinals people here, the extra coaches and the farm director, stuff like that. What kind of? I asked Chris the first day of the series what kind of impact it had on him as a manager and with the other coaches. What kind of impact does it have on you guys as a pitcher? Tim Levesque, specifically pitching coordinator, was here last homestand, and I know Paul Davis is here now, and a lot of the other guys. So how does that affect you?
I think it's good whenever they come into town. They help us out individually. They help us out as a group. They give us tips, ways we can improve, things that we struggle with, things that can help us out. So, I like it whenever they come into town.
You guys are out there throwing bullpens, and it's like the whole crew's kind of standing there watching, absorbing things, giving tips. What do you learn from your teammates?
Things that the Rovers tell us as well. They stand behind you, and they're like, man, that pitch looks good today. That one, you might be doing this, work on some things as well. But, from a teammate standpoint, especially the pitching staff, I think we all get along really well and try to help each other.
The days when you're not starting, and there's now with the 6-man rotation, there's 5 of them in between. Some days you're up in the stands, running the chart, that kind of stuff. Some days you're down here in the dugout. What goes into those off days for you when it's game time?
I think it's all about trying to get into a routine, whatever works better for you. We're not all on the same routine.
Right.
We do what, we each think is going to help us be prepared for our next start, whether it's sitting in the dugout or, being in the stands doing the chart. But when we have an off day, we would try to just relax and, try to help our bodies recover.
In that dugout in the clubhouse, who are the guys you got to keep an eye on? Who might mess with you, or who's the prankster? Who's having some fun in there?
I always try to keep my eye out for Thomas St. Clair.
Okay.
He's always up to some mischief. If you don't keep your eye on him, he gets lost a lot. He just wanders around,
Yeah.
He's a good team guy, though.
You stay away from him in the bullpen then. So you're not down there. He's in the bullpen, so you can hide from him a little easier.
Yeah, he stays down there the whole game.
The clubhouse, you got to watch him?
Yeah, yeah.
It's good to know. I'm kind of worried, though, because he sits behind me on the bus. So am I not in a good spot there?
I think you should be okay on the bus.
I should be okay on the bus?
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, he was behind me that whole trip to Wisconsin, and I'm here to tell about it.
Yeah, those long bus rides, everybody's just trying to get there, so I think you'll be okay. Yeah.
That's Dick's job to get us there.
Yeah.
How do you spend those time on the bus? We're going to have a long one on Sunday night to Bowling Green. Other than sleeping, what's your game plan?
I just, try to listen to some music on my phone, watch movies. I sit with Zach Prendergast on the bus, so, try to have some conversation and just make the ride a little easier.
We just hope Chris picks a good movie.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's all the pressure on the skipper, right?
Yeah, he might pick a Star Wars movie after tonight. So
he might. That'd be fantastic. Yeah. We could go with that now. And I think the 8th inning, we're going to see something that you did on the day when you guys arrived, and we're going to see if a contestant can name more Star Wars characters in 20 seconds than you did. I don't want to ruin it, but whoever the contestant is, better know their Star Wars is what I'm going to say. You were on top of that.
Yeah, every time a new Star Wars movie comes out, me and my dad would sit down and watch the series from the beginning, when the graphics were, every explosion looked the same, every ship looked the same, all that stuff. I'm a big Star Wars fan, so I hope whoever the contestant is does win. But I hope they know their Star Wars.
They're gonna have to work hard to win. I'm gonna say that right now. All right. So, what's your favorite Star Wars movie?
The last one that just came out was pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna be that great.
Yeah.
But it was better than I expected. So I think as of right now, the newest one that just came out.
Who's your favorite character?
Oh,
I told you I was gonna put you on the spot down here.
probably Jar Jar Binks. He's my favorite character.
You would. You really would.
He's pretty funny.
Of course you would. So now we got these jerseys. We got the solo jerseys with the movie coming out in just a couple weeks. I think we're at home when the movie comes out, so that'll actually probably not be as good for us. It's better for on the road. We got some more time in the mornings to go out and check that out at the theater or post game, depending on where we are. But you got to tell people not tonight. June 22nd, we have another Star Wars night. That's when fans can bid on these jerseys. So why should they bid on your jersey?
I mean, if they watch the 8th inning contest, I think they have a pretty good reason to bid on my jersey. I know a lot about Star Wars.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. One more time to put you on the spot. If you had to bid on another teammate's jersey, whose jersey would you bid on? Whose jersey would you want hanging up on the wall in Evan Guillory's man cave in 10 years?
Probably Jake Walsh.
Jake Walsh.
Yeah.
That's your jersey.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're bidding on the 47.
Yeah, it's pretty ironic. I don't know much about Star Wars, so I think it'd be funny to have a Star Wars jersey that was Jake Walsh's hanging on my wall.
So if we would have had him as the contestant in the 8th inning, it would have been much easier for the contestant to win than it's going to be for whoever it is tonight.
Yeah, probably so.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll have to remember that for next time and have some fun. Evan, great job last night, and we'll see you around next homestand. Appreciate it. All right, Evan Guillory, our winning pitcher from last night's contest, getting his 3rd win of the year with 6 innings against West Michigan last night. We've got a whole lot going on here at the ballpark tonight. First of all, huge thanks to Home Field Energy for those Harrison Bader bobbleheads, the first 1,000 fans, 13 and over that came. Got those Harrison Bader bobbleheads. Huge thanks to Harrison, too. He gave us a great video for our social media from St. Louis earlier this week and having a lot of fun with it, with the Darth Bader nickname and having fun with those with the bobbleheads. So a huge thanks to Home Field Energy for those. We've got post-game fireworks coming up tonight after the contest, and, of course, that means we also have a pitch-in for a charity. So we're raising money tonight for the Mid-Illini Bandits 12 and under softball team. So head up by the Pete Vanaka statue where you can get tennis balls, 6 of them for $5 and all that. You'll have a chance to win plenty of prizes down here on the field, post-game prizes from Dick's Sporting Goods, from Huck's, from East Peoria Motors, Spirit of Peoria. We've got the bucket on the mound with the Maui Gym sunglasses. We've got the TV with the tarp for the grand prize out in center field as well. So a whole lot of options there for all of those prizes throughout the night. Then tomorrow we've got fireworks again, another pitch in for a charity tennis ball toss coming up tomorrow. And Tony La Russa is going to be here, the Hall of Fame skipper, World Series champion, multiple World Series champion with both the St. Louis Cardinals and the Oakland A's. He will be here tomorrow night. He'll be down here to throw out a first pitch, a ceremonial first pitch, and then up on the concourse behind first base here, he'll be signing autographs throughout about an hour or so after the game starts. For that hour to hour and a half, he'll be up there signing autographs on the concourse. The money going to St. Jude for that autograph tomorrow with Tony La Russa. So make sure you fans want to get Tony La Russa's autograph, be $59. Again, that money goes to St. Jude. We'll be out here tomorrow night, and he'll throw out the ceremonial first pitch before the contest as well. Then on Sunday, we finish up this series and the homestand with a 2 o'clock start on Sunday. We'll have the Johan Oviedo player poster giveaway to the first 1,000 fans that come through the gates on Sunday. We've got our regular PNC Kids Sunday special with the $5 tickets for kids 12 and under. Play catch on the field pregame, run the bases, player autographs postgame, and, of course, our Bark in the Park Sundays as well with the Bark in the Park for every Sunday home game. Seniors 55 and over, also $5 tickets on Sunday. I forgot to mention as well, tomorrow we will have the Kentucky Derby rolling on the video board as well, as that hits the post time for our Kentucky Derby night and, of course, Cinco de Mayo Day as well here at the ballpark. So if you get here early tomorrow, you're going to get the Kentucky Derby up on the video board. You're going to get Tony La Russa with the ceremonial first pitch as well, and then he'll have the autographs on the concourse as we play South Bend again tomorrow, 6:30, and Sunday at 2 o'clock. As Evan and I mentioned with these jerseys, we're going to wear them again on our second Star Wars night coming up on June 20. 22nd. That weekend series against Burlington will have the auction there. If you go to chiefs.gesture.com,